Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back. And we have new quests loaded for anybody that's playing this pack. We had a live stream yesterday, which for you guys will be Monday. I'm recording this on Tuesday. And we discussed some of the quests in here. I went through and did some of the quests that I hadn't done before. Like I made a stone anvil, which I didn't care, and did the crucible stuff. And we got down to the hopper and we discussed that, so that quest has been changed to now being one bronze hopper, and you get your pick of cookies. And this now looks like molds instead of a nether star. Also, I think there was another change, but I don't remember what it was. But anyways, that is in the pack. The pack has been updated today. And make sure you look at the Discord or in the README file if you're updating. Because there's a command you will have to run to get them to actually load, or they will still be loading the old quests even after you change them. So make sure you change the configs, the mods, and the scripts. Mainly for this update, it's scripts, or it's configs that matter. But that is first thing we worked on. And today we are going to work on making an electrolyzer. We need to get hydrogen and oxygen. I need hydrogen for the processing of the tungsten, and I need oxygen to replace the air so we can actually run our sulfides rather than straight sulfur. And before I actually get into making this electrolyzer, I will take you out here and show you that we did get 3 tanks made. So we have a tank for sulfur dioxide, a tank for sulfuric acid, and a tank for hydrochloric acid. And that is where I figured out that for some reason, even with this being on the tank, it is not making that much air. Like if I turn this on, this is full right now, but it will run through all 16 of that really quick. And so it's got to pull it in rather slowly. So I want to get that changed over to oxygen very, very quickly. So, and I need to do that also for getting our sulfides done, because we can run cobalite, sparolite, chalcopyrite, sphalerite. The big ones that I want to run through it is stannite, and the other one that comes out with it that my brain is fucking off with at the moment. Because if you look at stannite, if we put it in a crucible, we're only going to get 1 copper nugget out of it. But if we put it into the roaster, we're going to get a small pile, so that's 1/4 rather than 1/9 of the copper out of it. So a big boost in the copper. And then we will also get 1/72nd pile of iron and a 1/72nd pile of tin. So it is really a waste to use that in a crucible rather than a roaster. And then the kesterite, which is the one that my brain couldn't remember a minute ago, If I can find it here, there it is. So if we take this one and hit U on it, we will get 1 copper nugget out of it. But if we run it through the roaster, again, we'll get a small pile of copper out of it, and then a 70-second pile of zinc and a 70-second pile of tin. So we most definitely want to run both of those through a roaster. So we're going to work on making an electrolyzer today, and then we will set that up in the next one. Today is all going to be about galvanizing. So first thing we need to do is we need to break that out, and we're going to put that down there beside it. And I'm having memory issues of if this is working correctly. I do believe it does. So we're going to try it. So for the electrolyzer, we need a galvanized steel machine casing. And to get a galvanized steel machine casing, the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to make a machine casing out of steel and then put it into a bath with molten zinc. And that can either be a bathing pot or a bath. And I really don't like putting molten anything in a wooden. I don't know. Let's see. The wood one will burn down if it's over a certain temperature. And I think zinc breaks that because I think wood is 500. So I most definitely would not try the wooden one. I don't think it's a good idea. Even though it's showing up in that thing as it's possible, I don't think it is. I don't think it goes by the temperature. It just shows you the 3 options that it has. So I would definitely not try it. And we need this to shut off. We'll just have it shut off at like 700. And we also need to set this to not auto output. So I have a robust and a regular machine casing, because along with the electrolyzer, we also need to make a dynamo, because we need to get the EU to the electrolyzer. And so that is going to take a gear, screws, and a robust. So we're going to be doing all of this, well, 3 of these, because that's what we need here. And then that'll get us what we need for our electrolyzer. The other stuff is already done. We're going to be using 2 regular bronze burning boxes and boilers, and a bronze turbine. All right. So, yep, it most definitely does work. So that will pour in there. We're going to put our 3 screws in. We're going to put our gear in. And it looks like we are out. Let's crank this up to 800. That way it doesn't solidify back too quickly. By the way, I have a jug here and a... you can also use a measuring pot if you don't want to pour it like I am here. If you're using a regular bath, that should have... There we go. Alright, so there's both of our machine casings. Alright, and then if for some reason you need to pull this out of here, you can do that, and that'll show you I got 730 left. But I am just going to leave that right there for anything else we need to galvanize. If you want to use the regular bath machine, you will need a funnel to pull it with the jug out and put it in. So there's one other thing that we need to get done for this, and that is platinum. And without without using straight platinum, our easiest way of getting that, I don't even know why I'm looking up platinum because I'm talking about it. Electrolyzer. We need 2 platinum cables. Wires. Sorry, they're not covered. So our easiest way of getting that is through spare light. And we get spare light from a nickel vein. Processing the garnierite, I do believe, will give us the spare light. Let's see here, garnierite. And if we look at the sluice, yep, right there's our spare light. So you get spare light and nickel from garnierite. And so that is what I'm using. That's what I use to get the spare light. And now we need to melt that down to make wires. And to make the wires, we cannot use an extruder because there's no low heat recipe. This is about the temperature of iron. Its melting temperature is 2041, so that does not count as a low heat. And for the high heat, we need tungsten to make the double tungsten carbide plate. And the extruder also needs, let's look. Extruder. So this is the low heat extruder. We need the Invar, and that needs a tungsten carbide buzzsaw blade and double tungsten carbide plates. So we cannot do anything that isn't low heat until we get the tungsten, which we're currently working on. So if you look at spare light in the crucible, it says it will give 1 chunk. We need 2 plates to make 2 wires. So we're going to throw 8 of these in here. We're going to crank this back up to 2400 where it was before. And we are going to light it up, and that will give us our platinum for making our platinum wires for our electrolyzer. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this one today. I know it's a little short, but I want it to be all about the galvanizing. So we will come back on Friday and set up the electrolyzer, getting the hydrogen and the oxygen. I'm going to make a couple tanks to put them in, and we will get all of that set up on Friday. That'll be a bit of a longer video. So I will get this platinum poured, and I will see you guys next time.